Welcome, my name is Bruno Duarte, Creative Director of Fresh Floral Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make a seasonal floral arrangement. I'm going to start by explaining what elements we're going to be using, and then we'll get right into designing. Some of the elements we'll be using is smokebush, celosia, viburnum berries, and sunflowers. So now we're ready to design. I'm going to explain the container. I've actually glued poplar branches to the outside of a container, and then I lined the inside with a plastic bag and used a wet oasis. Wet oasis is basically a sponge that holds water. I have it right here. So as you can see, it holds water, and it gives water to your flowers. So let's start designing. So I'm going to start with the smokebush. The reason why I like the smokebush is that as it gets older, it actually gets more red and it changes colors on you. So it's basically, as you're designing or as you're enjoying it on your table, it changes colors. And always cut it on an angle because it's easier to insert into the oasis, and also it helps it to drink as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to green it all, which is kind of just with the smokebush, and then move on to the next element. And as you can see, I'm also designing it when I'm actually designing around the edge of the container instead of the center, just so you cover your lip of your container with the greens, because you're going to fill the inside with flowers. So now we're ready to move on to the celosia. The reason why I like the celosia is I love the texture of it. That's also one of my favorite things about the fall, is the fact that there's so many different textures you can play on. And I also love the fact that the shape of the container, especially for a long table. Usually when you're using it for holidays, you're using it on a table where you're having food, so you need to take up as little space, but you also want it to have something colorful on the table. And now we're going to move on to the viburnum berries. I just love having, just that whole seasonal feel, which, berries are very common, something that I associate with fall. In the winter for Christmas we use use a lot more pine cones and stuff. So it's just kind of trying to use stuff that's around and what you see in nature. And last, we're going to add our focal flowers, which is the sunflowers. To me, that's what Thanksgiving and fall is. That's what I associate with that season, is sunflowers. And another trick when you're using oasis, it's always good to just be assertive and just go for it. If you visualize where you want to place it and go for it, because if you keep on putting in and out, you're going to destroy the thing, and then therefore the stem is not drinking, so therefore your flowers won't last. And there you are. There's your floral centerpiece. And I just wanted to explain, I kind of grouped the flowers together, because visually when you group them, it kind of stands out more instead of doing it more scattered. And don't forget to have fun when you're designing.